You see what happens when I take 2 weeks off? I forget how to do things. So it's like, really. So good evening, and it was totally my fault. I messed up. So good evening. Welcome to Let's Talk Shop with Russ. Glad to have everybody out there, and I'm glad to be back. I got a sinus infection. It started out like a cold, but it ended up being a sinus infection, and it just wouldn't go away. I was on medication, seeing the doctor, but it just would not go away. It kept on hanging on. So it finally broke this past Monday. When I woke up Monday morning, I started feeling 100% better. So I've felt better all week. But the thing about it is, when you've been sick for 2 weeks, I'm like, I've got a project I'm doing, and it's like I've lost all my stamina. I have to get my energy going again. So, but yeah, I missed y'all guys, but just did not feel good. Coughing, sneezing, sore throat, cough so much my sides hurt. So hawking up some old brown green stuff. I know you really wanted to hear that, but that's the truth of the matter. So it's like, yeah, really, really, really bad. But I'm glad to be back and everything. So glad for everybody to be back out there. I appreciate Aussie Man's out there, Donna Presley's out there, James Parker, Brooks Martin. Michelle Marcoux, Brooks Martin, Rick St. Louis, Dan Inge from Dan Inge Woodworking, Lynn's Handcrafted Wood Signs, Leonard Davis, all are out there. I appreciate y'all being back out there again. First, let me get things out of the way. Let's do all this up front and get it out of the way so we can talk. My sponsors are DeVobel Technologies for web design, development, and hosting. Visit DeVobel.com. FastCap, innovative product for the professional woodworker. Go to FastCap.com. Rockler, 60 years in woodworking. Create with confidence. Visit Rockler.com. Bearwood Supply Company, your best choice for hard-to-find woodworking supplies. Go to Bearwood.com. Clean Square, the Standing Special, Woodworkingshop.com, and Seiko, the Skull Saw Specialist, Seiko.com. And Dixon, tell us where we can find you.
Hi, everybody. Good to be here. I'm Dixon Hoffman. You can find me at hoffmansignsandDecals.com.
And two things real quick, because I see them popping up out there. Brenda's not feeling good tonight, so she's not going to be on the show tonight. We talked to her this afternoon. She was in the chat. She's just not feeling up to being on the show tonight, so I understand that. And then people are saying, where's Al? Al had family members come over this afternoon, so he's with his family, so he couldn't be here tonight.
And he got a hold of me and said, the ball's in my court. I got to handle it myself.
You got to handle me by yourself, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Alone.
Yeah. Donald, tell us where we can find you.
I'm Donald Matthews. You can find me on Donald Vlogifies Wood Shop on YouTube. My Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram links are all up there on my channel. And I got a website called redneckknowhow.com that I actually am updating a little bit.
Ooh.
And that's about it.
Great. Jim.
Hi, Jim from Driveway Workshop. Apologize for the dirty office in the background there. But we got back late. I just had enough time to throw a camera up in here someplace to sit down in front of it.
Chris.
Hey, gang. Chris here at the Old Cranky Workshop. Find me on Facebook and YouTube. And any of my stuff in the Funky Junkie stores at Punta Gorda and Port Charlotte. So go buy my junk.
Great.
Paul.
Paul Corliss, Paul's Messy Workshop. Find me on YouTube, Instagram, and here on Saturday evenings.
If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I sure would appreciate it. Don't forget to click the little black bell up there in the corner on YouTube. That'll let you know anytime I have a live stream or I post a new video. And also, give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. I appreciate the thumbs up. Almost like sucking my thumb. So anyway.
Okay.
That didn't turn out as good as funny as I thought it would. But anyway, but like I said, I've been sick for the 2 weeks, and I've got a project going. I have a car trailer, 8 foot by 24 foot long, and I'm turning it into a camper toy hauler. So that is my project. I've priced toy haulers, and if y'all, for the people who don't know what a toy hauler is a camper, but in the back you can put an ATV or a side by side, which I have now, and so you can go camping and take your ATV or your side by side with you. They start out, or used ones that run around $60,000, $50,000, easy. Matter of fact, Paul's, what'd you say, your son?
Yeah.
Yeah, his son just sold one. It was used for $60,000. So,
Yep.
And the new ones start out at $80,000 and go on up. So, I have this car trailer, 8 foot by 24. I've got this mind that I'm going to turn it into a RV or toy hauler, so to speak, or not a travel trailer toy hauler. So I have it. I own it. Matter of fact, I paid like right at $8,000 for it back in 2005 or 2006. And right now they're selling for around $14,000. So I could even sell it and make money off of it. And you say, well, why don't you put that? Still, even if let's say I sold it for $10,000, 10,000 from 60 is 50. 50,000 is a lot of money. And I just don't feel like putting out $50,000 for a toy hauler right now.
Aussie man doesn't know what a side by side is. Do you have a picture of it you can post?
Yeah, here, let me get one up. But anyway, let me finish my story first. So I'm going to turn that into that. That's my project. I'm going to try to video some of it and post pictures of the transformation of what it looks like and what it's going to look like afterwards, so that we can. My son-in-law has like they lease. His hunting club leases like 680 acres in North Florida, and they own like 3 acres up there in North Florida. And so we can take it up there and go riding around those 680 acres. And yes, that's exactly what it is. Let me look for, but
there you go, Aussie man. That's what it
this way I can, let me get a good one though.
You use those things if you got real heavy golf clubs.
Yeah. Well, mine's not the 4-seater. Here is a picture of mine.
Yeah, the 4x4s have gone way down, and everybody's buying the side-by-sides, the big ones.
Yeah.
Instead of using 4-wheelers, they all got the big units now.
Share screen. This screen. Share. Actually, I want to go to here. Oh, that's it. That's exactly like mine. Except, well, I take that back. This is the basic model. Mine has a windshield and a roof. And then I put a seat in the back of this thing. If you notice, it's got it's like a dump bed in the back. I put a bench seat in the back for the grandchildren to carry. I put my 13-year-old grandson and my 12-year-old granddaughter rode back there, and they had plenty of room with the bench seat.
They gonna get it all sticky.
Yeah, for real.
Candy in
it. It's 4-wheel drive. It's 100 and no, I take that back. Not 180. It's 85 horse. Let me stop sharing the screen. I think it's 85 horse, 100 and something, 170, whatever cc engine, but it'll run out about 50 miles an hour, wide open. So it'll get it, and it's 4-wheel drive. And I have taken it through some good mud out there on my son-in-law's property, and it doesn't have any hesitation. It goes right through without any problem.
So Do they have trails in Florida like they do in Wisconsin? I could drive from Green Bay all the way up to Michigan to Canada. They got trails here.
I know it's
No, they don't have
crazy by you, Dixon.
Yeah, they don't have trails that extensive here. We have places we can ride it all over Florida, but we
Yeah.
don't have trails that extensive. But anyway, so that's my project. I'm turning this race car trailer, into a camper toy hauler, so to speak, so we can take it and go camping and ride. And I can put 14 karat gold light fixtures and plumbing fixtures in this thing for $60,000. Let me tell you. Well, ain't a problem. So it's 8 foot by 24 foot, which is a pretty good size. It's pretty good. That's pretty good size. So it'll hold. It's got a full blown Dodge Charger race car in it, the 4-cylinder. Back when they made the Dodge first came out with the 4-cylinder Dodge Chargers. It's got a full blown race car in there. 3,800 pound race car is sitting in it right now that I'm pulling out and going to sell. And I'll use that money on the car trailer. So actually, by the time I sell that, and I have a bass boat that I'm selling that I don't use anymore, by the time I sell the race car and the bass boat, I'll probably end up with enough cash to put into this trailer. I won't even spend a dime on it. So and I plan on putting a bathroom in it and doing all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm set in to do here. The next thing I wanted to bring up is I'm going to spend some more time with my family this year than I have in the past. So the shows are going to be more sporadic. We're going to go, some weeks we won't have a show. I still enjoy doing it. And I appreciate everyone out there watching. I appreciate my panel. And I understand if you get aggravated and don't want to watch anymore because I'm not here that much. But I've been doing this for 8 years now. And it's not that I'm getting tired of it, but I have postponed a lot of things in my family life to do this show. My family actually has been very cooperative. They understand the show is very important to me. And they've actually worked things around in the family, like birthday parties. They'll have them on 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday so I can be home at night to do the show. So that's coming to somewhat of a halt. I'm going to start not doing that, and I'm going to start doing things with the family. I still want to do the show, but there may be a week or so that I don't do the show because I'm doing stuff. So that's just the way it is. As a matter of fact, I'll pull the camera or a calendar up here. We have John Moore is going to be on next. He's our guest for next Saturday. Yes, John Moore's next Saturday.
Gift.
Yeah. Next Saturday. And then the 25th, we will do the show. And the 25th, we're tentatively looking at doing where you send in your project pictures. And I mean, you can go ahead and start sending them in now, whether we do it on 25th or not. But I'm almost positive we're going to have it on the 25th. I don't think I have anything planned. I got to talk to my wife, and I forgot to do that. Matter of fact, let me ask her right now.
Hey, while you're doing that, can I throw a question out?
Yes, go ahead.
If any of you are going to the wood turning show in Chattanooga,
do we have anything for the 25th?
I'm going to go there, so I'd love to meet up with you out in the chat or on the board. Or if you have friends, tell them.
So anyway, the 25th is going to be, and I'm going to $25 PayPal. Oh, my battery's running low. Let me go plug this stupid thing in for it. Stop.
Oh, good idea. Wait a minute.
I very rarely have that issue. I have OCD about making sure my phone stays charged.
I know I am
I am
typically
too.
but
I get anywhere near a plug, I plug it in.
Yep, I do the same thing, Chris.
we
Yeah,
just
I'm
got this
just
new
checking
thing
right now.
from work where if you try to go onto the VPN, you have to have a backup code from your cell phone.
Ooh.
So it generates a new code, like a 6-digit code every 2 minutes or something like that.
Good.
You got to add that to the password.
It's not
Pain in the butt.
It's not my phone, it's my computer. But the reason being is because there's a game, we have grandkids over this summer. and there's a game called Bigfoot, and you have to hunt him down and kill him. And so I use this computer. I put the game on this computer so we can have 2 or 3 playing at one time. I use my computer. My wife lets them use her computer, and then we use this laptop I run the show with. And actually, I'm going to have to get on to them because some of the keys are sticky. They've been eating candy and using my laptop, and some of these keys are sticky. I noticed
Same
tonight.
thing going to happen to the back seat.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the reason it wasn't plugged in, was because normally it stays in this room and stays plugged in to run the show. But anyway, Gerald Vance is out there on Facebook. Yes, Gerald, we're here, and I can see you over there on Facebook, and we're monitoring Facebook. Let me type in there. Yes.
Hey, we had a question way up at the top about where your kids' property was at.
It's up in North Florida.
We were trying to remember it. I remember when we were.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where it's at. I'd have to ask. Let me send a text to my daughter. Hold on. Hey, where's the hunting camp located? What's the closest city? All right, she'll text me back. Tell me. People keep asking where Al tonight is. Al's with family. He has family come over here this afternoon and with family tonight. So he's not sick. He's just with family.
And they just don't leave.
Yeah, they won't. They won't leave. Actually, one day Brenda did a video chat anyway, and I couldn't answer it because my son come over to check on me and see how I was doing. But yes, Gerald Vance is in Facebook chat. If anybody's over there in Facebook chat, we're monitoring it and Twitch. And yes, Gerald, we can see you over there. And I put in there, yes, we are here. So any question you have, Midnight Scroller now has joined us over there on Facebook. Hello, Midnight Scroller.
How's her finger?
Her finger? Oh, that's right. Yes.
How's your finger?
How's your finger, Midnight Scroller? Everybody's wanting to know how's your finger. Anyway, but I forgot what I was talking about now.
You've been sitting too long.
My watch says I've been sitting too long. My watch just said you're sitting too long.
Mine does that too. I turn that crap off. Yeah. I went into settings and turned that crap off. But anyway, the 16th and the 25th. The 25th, that's what I was talking about. The 25th, we want you to send your project photos in that you want to enter, and you can enter as many project photos as you want for us to show. In other words, you can enter multiple projects, but you're only going to get one entry in the drawing, and it's going to be a random drawing. So I'm putting up $25 PayPal. Dixon's sending me $25 to my PayPal, and so we'll have two $25 winners.
Three
in the random drawing. So it's Midnight Scroller says her finger's getting better slowly. It's gross. Oh, okay. But so we'll have two $25 winners in a random drawing for your project picks on the 25th of June. The 18th is John Moore, which is next weekend. His name is John Moore. He'll be on, and we'll have him as a guest. And then, like I said, the rest of the year, the shows are going to be sporadic. I will let everyone know ahead of time. I'll try to give you at least a week's notice, and maybe a little bit less, but at least a week's notice if we're not going to have. And actually, we were talking about tonight, and I can go ahead and tell y'all everybody that's out there, in July, we will not have a show on the 2nd of July. We are going to be at the hunting camp that weekend, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and we won't come back till the 5th. And then we won't have a show on the 16th of July. We're going to be gone for a week to the beach. My granddaughter Audra is plays girls baseball, and she is in a tournament the 13th, 14th, and 15th. And we're going to stay up on the beach in Clearwater for the 16th and 17th also. So we'll be gone those 5 days. So we won't have a show on the 2nd of July or the 16th of July. I can go ahead and tell you that right now. So Gerald Vance says, thank you for having the project. You're welcome, Gerald. Yeah, just send your project pics. Oh, and it's to send your project pics to contest at simplywoodencreations.com. So, Paul, I think you're an admin. You should be able to add that into the.
Yep.
But contest at simplywoodencreations.com. You can enter multiple projects. You can send us 4 or 5 pictures of your projects. That's fine. But you're only going to get 1 entry to the raffle, so to speak, or to the drawing. Not a raffle, it's a drawing. We're going to random pick a number. Somebody said there's a way that you can do it here in StreamYard. I think Brenda told me that, or somebody said something. But we'll do a random number drawing from all the people that entered. And how I do that is the first person that sends me a project pick is number 1. The last person, if it's 20 entries, will be number 20. So,
hey, Russ, we had a question out there asking if John has a YouTube channel that people can.
I don't know that. I asked him to send it to me, and I don't know that he has sent it to me. Let me go check real quick. I gotta go to Simply Wooden Creations and check my messages.
Hey, Paul, you've been in here. My desk is a mess.
He has not gotten back with me. I looked it up on YouTube, but I didn't see it as under his name, John Moore. But I will find that out. So,
Chris, if it has
Michelle Martucci said he already sent his project pics about 3 weeks ago. Yes, and any ones that have been sent, I already have them. Yes, already will have them. I'll check here. Let me.
Did you see Aussie Man's comment?
No. What? Oh. The Let's Talk Shop Without Russ show.
Yeah.
That's an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah, we could pull it off, couldn't we, Chris?
We can piece something together. There's enough stories to tell.
Yeah.
I could definitely hold on. If you're confusing me on what I'm trying to do here.
Let's talk Russ in the shop.
Right.
Let's talk about Russ.
Yeah, let's talk about Russ.
And then we don't put the stream on YouTube.
No, you don't post it after that. No.
Let's talk about Russ. 2-hour special.
Right.
3 hours if needed.
Chris and I could say, remember the night Russ fell out of his chair?
He's just collecting evidence right now.
Right.
Yeah. Screenshot.
Taking notes.
Off.
Okay, I can't. Here, I can try it. I'm trying to access. Contest at Simply Wooden Creations. From this computer.
Ain't no telling what them grandkids did to that computer.
If anyone's interested, on Sundance TV is the original Smokey and the Bandit.
Wow, that thing has got to be old.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy. How
I think
time
I read
flies.
something the other day about it being its 50-year anniversary or something like that.
Yeesh. No, it can't be that old. It's late 70s or late, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Can be.
Burt Reynolds ain't around anymore, is he?
No.
Nope.
Nope. None of them
Wow.
are. Well, Sally.
Yeah,
is.
Sally Fields
Sally
is still
Fields,
around.
yeah.
Yeah.
Probably feels still around, yeah.
I watched a documentary on him one time a while back, and it was crazy how that guy couldn't even go to the studio without getting attacked by women.
And the short dude, Paul Williams, that's who the interview was with.
Yeah. 1977. So yeah.
77, huh?
People younger than me don't even know who he is.
Nope.
When I went in the Air Force. Jeez.
We were watching Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom today, and that's 41 years old.
Wow.
And they're finally going to release number 5.
Yeah, the last one I did was kind of disappointing. I mean, the story was good, but in the end, it kind of got like X-Files ish. So, and I think they missed the opportunity with the younger Indiana Jones. It gets a little better stories,
Yeah.
Doom stories. But it's Harrison Ford's
Okay.
character.
I can't log in on this computer to that account, and it keeps on bumping me out saying my session has expired. I'll try it one more time.
One more time.
Add another account. Use another account. Contest.
Okay. Speaking of movies, anybody see the new Top Gun yet?
No, I've heard it's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah,
It
I
is.
heard
It's a
that from
lot of
everybody.
unrealistic shipment, but it's entertainment. So
Aren't they all?
true.
It
You know,
ain't come out on
I
bootleg.
saw an interview of the pilot that piloted the plane when he was sitting in the Tom Cruise was sitting in the back seat.
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise had very strict orders not to touch anything. just sit there and be on camera.
Yes, just act.
Yeah.
But I like watching these. I worked for 7 years with naval aviators, and there's a lot of them in that movie. A lot of the personalities are right, but there's a lot of stuff that's just you can't do.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yes, I have been able to access it.
Cool. What do we got?
I have Michelle Marcuse, Pan Jacques KC, Carl Gentry, Bill Buckley, Aussie Man. Actually, his picture, yeah, that's the new one. James Parker, Carl Gentry, Chris Nealand. Actually, 2 Chris Nealands. So those are the ones that I have. That's in my email as of right now.
Are the panel let me try this again. Are the panel members eligible too?
Well, it's kind of hard for me to enter if I'm paying my own $25.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about, are y'all going to be able to, if y'all can enter, yes. Dixon wouldn't be able to enter because once again, if he's given $25, he would be eligible. So the rest of you, yes, you can enter also.
I'm going to try to win Russ's
$25
$25. Then they can
Hey,
call
Russ,
me
I
even
don't know if you
Steven.
heard me say it, but I'll donate 25 too, so we'll have 3 prizes.
Okay.
Hey,
So you're
Dixon, you may
ineligible
want
now.
to keep your 25.
Yeah, well, I won't be here that week, so
Yeah. So, all right. So
Be
he
down
won't
at
be here
the
that week anyway.
wood
So,
turning
all
conference.
right. So we have 3 $25 prizes going out. So send your pictures to
Contest at simplywoodencreations.com.
creations.com. Oh, okay. We got my grandsons will be over that night on the 25th. So
I
we're
just
good to go
posted
for the
it again.
25th. So that's good.
Yeah, the pharmacist took all my money this week.
I will
That was rude.
have a show.
Rude, me.
Oh, that didn't turn
That
out
was a
good.
pharmacist.
I was spelling ASSHO. How'd that happen? A show, not asshole. I mean,
So everybody said you're $25 to Hoffman signs and decals that want to enter. Paul will send a link out.
Okay, so the 25th is on. We don't have anything planned. We got our grandkids coming over. Actually, it's my son's Chad's birthday, and I remember her telling me that now. And we're going to watch the kids for them to go out and have a night together. And so that, matter of fact, I might get at least Roy might be on the show with me. I might con him in here. So we'll have that on the 25th, and then Brian Warner is over there on Facebook. Hi, Brian. And hi all to Jeff Walsma is the Dutchman's Wood Shack is here. William Sneed. I think he's kind of new, or he hasn't been around that much because I don't recognize his his name. James Parker, I think a Midnight Scroller. Donna Presley, Michelle Marcoux. All those guys are out there. Brooks Martin. I think I've said most of their names.
Midnight Scroller wants to know if there's a certain thing that has to be entered.
No, anything that you have made, you can enter, and multiple. It's basically just send some pictures of some stuff you made, because it really doesn't matter what the picture is and how good it is, because we're doing a random drawing. Mm-hmm. So we just are going to show your projects, whatever you send us off online on the show.
You just got to participate to participate.
Right. You got to participate to win. So send some pictures of some stuff you made. It doesn't matter if we're not doing a judgment call on. I thought about doing judging, but after I talked with the panel, we discussed it and said, no, it'd be better just to do a random drawing. So because the panel's afraid y'all are going to beat them up afterwards if they didn't win. So
William Sneed says he's a first timer.
Oh, I thought so. I didn't think I recognized you. Good, William. I'm glad to have you out there. I appreciate you watching us.
Welcome aboard.
And you're more than welcome to enter also. If you have some projects you want to enter, William, send the project pics to contest at simplywoodencreations.com before the 25th. And actually, you can send them all the way up to the time of the show. Brian, just send 2 or 3. I mean, you could send more, but I mean, if I get like 50 people sending pictures, then we're going to have to like limit the time that we can show pictures. So just send 2 or 3 pictures of things that you have made. Like I said, it's not going to be a judgment. It's just we want to show off your projects, and you have a chance to win $25. 3 people will win $25. We'll do a random drawing. So, but anyway, like I said, I'm going the rest of this year. We're going to be missing more shows probably than I normally would, because I've been doing this for 8 years, and it'll probably continue for the next. I have a feeling I'm going to try to make it to 10 years. And then once I hit 10 years, which is 2 more years, I'll probably quit at 10 years. I'm not saying that's in concrete or anything. I'm just saying that was my projected. If I can make it for 10 years, I was going to do it for 10 years. But we may go on past that. We'll wait and see when that day comes. But I see the value. I see family members dropping. I lost my brother. I lost a friend that I've known since I was 15 years old, a mentor in the fire department. I see them, and I see their families, and I'm thinking to myself, I really need to spend as much time. None of us know. None of us have a promise of tomorrow. Any one of us could go to sleep tonight and not wake up in the morning. It goes for all y'all out there. Nobody has that promise of waking up tomorrow. And so life's short.
This way you have a life insurance sponsor. You can do a commercial for them right there.
Yeah. So you need to spend as much time with family. And so I'm going to start doing that, spending a lot more time with family. And so the show's not going to be, there are not going to be as many shows as there normally would. I mean, the first 2 or 3 years, I think we only missed 2 or 3 shows a year. I was doing like there's 52 weeks in a year, and I think we were doing 49 shows, 50 shows. You know, we'd miss like 2 or 3 that whole year. So, and to be honest with you, I would not have missed the last 2 weeks. I wasn't doing anything. I was laying in bed sick. You know, I hated that I missed those 2 weeks because not only did I miss the 2 weeks, 2 Saturdays in a row, I had stuff to do on that trailer. I'm running behind. I'm 2 weeks behind on how far I should be on that trailer outside right now that I'm working on. So it wasn't just missing the show. I was sick. I didn't even get anything done. So, but yeah. And my projects, as far as doing any woodworking, you know, that's kind of been on a hold. I'll be doing woodworking. It just won't be turning any bowls or anything. It'll be hanging paneling in the side there and building a bathroom and stuff like that.
Everything changes with me in the summer too because I have all winter to sit in the basement or the garage, and so when summer comes, I put all the computer stuff and programming and woodworking and everything is on the side a little bit.
Yeah. Brian Warner says, bring the family on with you. There ain't enough room. There ain't enough room. We have 7 children, 15 grand. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this. Just glad you said bring the family with me. Because it just made me. My son Cameron is a father, and we're our grandparents again. They had a baby girl, 6 pounds something. Her name is Presley Jean Clarity. She was born yesterday afternoon or last night, I believe it was. So Cameron,
congratulations.
Yep, yes. So that we had 14. Now we have 15 grandchildren and 3 great grandchildren, on top of 7 kids.
Pretty soon you're going to be like our family.
We have them in the neighborhood of give or take a few of 25 people. That's just my family. That's significant others. That's husbands, wives, and with the grandchildren, we have about 25 people here at Christmas and Thanksgiving. So there's not enough room to have them on here.
I don't think you could drive something that big down the road.
So most of the family has gone, and the wife's mind has gone to Alzheimer's. Spend as much time with family as you can. Yes, you're right, Dan. Spend as much time. My wife's mother, her mother is in a nursing home with Alzheimer's. Sometimes she recognizes her, and sometimes she don't. So I know exactly. My mother died. She didn't die from Alzheimer's, but she had Alzheimer's. I went to hug her and kiss her before I left one day, and she started screaming. She screamed so loud that they had nurses coming running into the room to see if there was something wrong with her because she didn't recognize me and she didn't want me touching her.
Wow.
So, yeah,
it's nasty.
Yep. So
nasty disease.
Yep. So I understand, Dan. You're right, and that's to me. I would, and I'm going to say this, and I don't mean it in the wrong way. I would just soon die myself as to have Alzheimer's. Just let me just go ahead and die. I don't want to live like that. Just let me die. You know. So I pray not on a daily basis, but in some of my prayers, I pray that God not let me get Alzheimer's. I don't want it. So people are saying congratulations, Cameron. Yeah. She sent. Let's see if I can put my thumb over the. See if I can put my.
Nice.
Cool.
That's his new daughter.
Cool.
Well, sent me a picture that was right after she was born. So
I have so many nieces and nephews. I don't even know a lot of them.
Yeah, so
my mom had 32 grandchildren when she passed away.
Wow.
Same way on my mom's side. I got so many cousins, I don't even know who half of them are.
Yeah.
So,
You need a scorecard.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't care.
we've got all our kids have a lot. Our children that are cousins, the grandchildren that are cousins, they see each other all the time because we have a lot of family events and do a lot of family stuff together. So they see each other all the time. Like Amber's kids, Gage, he's on the show with me some. He's in my workshop. Millie and Mason, Audra, my granddaughter, she's been in the woodworking shop with me, scrolling and doing stuff. So they all see each other all the time. And since my son-in-law has 270 acres, that's one of the reasons I bought the side-by-side, is because we would go out there to the property and all the kids are running around on four-wheelers, and me and my wife sitting there on the front porch in the rocking chairs watching them, and we're going I was thinking this sucks. Well,
they let grandpa acting like a grandpa.
Yeah, well,
really,
so they said, well, Papa rides the four-wheeler, so I got on some of theirs and rode them, but a four-wheeler is really rough. I mean, it's designed for off-road and it is not nice. So it took me a little while to find this Kawasaki Mule, and it rides nice. I'm talking about, I have 2 herniated discs and 3 fractures. 3 compression fractured discs in my back. And so I can't have that pounding, like on a four-wheeler. This thing rides nice. My wife, when she first rode in it and drove it, she goes, wow, this thing is it's like driving a car. It ain't like
it's crazy here in Wisconsin. These people are actually buying big ones. They're as big as a car, and the trailers, it's crazy. They're spending 20-some grand on these things.
My son-in-law spent $26,000 on his, and it's fit 6 people.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fit 6 people.
Yeah.
I saw a YouTube video where a guy bought the cheapest pickup truck from China that he could off of YouTube.
Yeah, I saw that.
YouTube. Yeah, you saw that. So it was like a little truck.
And you can't drive it on the road.
Yeah, it'll only go 25 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But if you've got land or something like that, that'd be a nice little $2,000 truck to drive around in.
Really good on gas too, probably.
Yeah, no kidding.
I see some of these ATVs. I mean, you can get them with air conditioning in. I'm like, why don't you just buy a 4-wheel drive?
Exactly. What is the point?
Yeah, talking about that trailer, Russ, you could go buy you could go buy an old $40,000 house and just stick wheels under it. You still get cheaper than $60,000.
My son-in-law, his is a Yamaha, and it fits 6 people. It is really cool. It's got bucket seats where mine has a bench seat. His has buckets. But that's one of the reasons mine's so much more comfortable is because my bench seat is like a car seat. It's really got springs and stuff in it. It really is a nice ride. But anyway, we put it's an auxiliary seat that you can buy. It's got seat belts and everything. And you actually have to, here, I think I see something. It's similar to this. So I'll show you this. It's not as elaborate as this, but it's similar to this. Go back to StreamYard. Share screen. This screen. Share. I don't want to sign up for that. Get out of here. Yeah, like that. See what I'm talking about?
It's like a Beverly Hillbillies granny chair.
Yeah.
Well, it's not this big. Actually, the seat sits down on the level of the these long bars.
Okay.
Can you see my mouse?
Yep. It's lower. Yeah.
Right, these are not on mine. This seat sits down here level with the top of the bed.
Are there roll bars over it?
Huh?
Are there roll bars over it?
No.
Okay.
See, they were modifying so many of them here in Wisconsin with seats that they passed the law that it's illegal to put a seat on there. You have to buy one from the company and put it on.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, as
Well,
long as you're not riding back there, it doesn't matter.
Well, let me explain something to you. let's go back to the mule. Here's a picture. Here's one. So what you're saying is this right here won't protect them?
No, not if
Yes,
they're
it
in the
will.
back.
If this thing rolls over, you think this is going to allow that back to touch the ground? You're crazy.
The tailgate might
You realize
touch
how
the
big
ground
this
if they're
thing
there.
is? Huh?
It will to a point, but it's dangerous. You wouldn't.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
drive like a
whatever.
maniac anyway with the kids back there.
Well,
Yeah,
there
I don't
again,
drive
the
like.
reason for those laws is because you've got dummies out
I
there.
used to sleep in the back window of my Chevy Impala when we were going to see my brother's
look what happened
in
to you.
Georgia. Okay,
You
we didn't
got
have
dummies.
belts in our cars back in the day. So if you call that dangerous, kiss where the sun don't shine, and they ain't my armpit.
You got dummies out there that's going to strap a kid back there and haul
But
tail
I'm
down the
not
road
going
at
to do
90
that. When
miles
my
an hour.
grandkids are
Right.
back there,
Exactly.
I ain't doing it. We go for a ride, but we have fun. But they ain't getting that. We ain't going that fast. I could put a roll bar over it. It wouldn't be nothing to put a roll bar over it.
The
So,
wife said that to me in the car. She goes, "Boy, you really drive different when the grandkids are in the back seat." I said, "Well, otherwise," she said, "You're a maniac." I said, "Well, I'm not going to do that
yeah,
when they're back there."
it's not. It's not. That's called a death seat. There, Aussie man. Kiss where the sun don't shine and ain't my armpit.
They think you're Papa Wheelies and everything.
Yeah. They have different terms for things in Australia, though, Russ.
It could, like I said, I could put a roll bar over it, but I don't see the need for it because I've watched videos of this. They actually have videos of them flipping, and you're wrong, totally wrong. They go upside down, and the tailgate doesn't even touch. They sit kind of like teeter on that top. So that top would protect them as much as it would protect me.
And
You're
again,
not
you
doing
ain't going to go
it does
50 miles an hour.
They're
And it
not
does
doing the
have
Dukes
seat
of
belts
Hazzards
on
anyway.
it. They are put on. The seat belts are bolted to the bed, so they're not going anywhere. And I make sure they put their seat belts on. We don't go anywhere. And I installed the mule did not come with a rear view mirror for me to be able to see backwards. So I bought one and installed it on the roll bar in the front so I can see them back there and watch them constantly while I'm driving. So y'all, you spoil sports. It's a wonder y'all even had fun as a child. I'll bet you y'all had training wheels. I bet you every one of y'all had training wheels on your
No, I
bicycle.
did not. No, I
You're
didn't.
wrong.
No,
If
I
you ain't
did.
getting bounced out the
I-
back of a pickup truck, you ain't grown up.
I had
Yeah.
a bike. I had a bike, and I had two cement blocks that I'd run the bike between and get on it and go 2
Take
feet and
off.
fall over and put it back and just.
Mm-hmm. Now that's one thing that I won't allow to happen, and that is now if we're talking about on the property or something. But I won't allow I never allowed any of my kids to be in the back of the truck when it's going down the road. Yeah, I've seen
Well,
too
I
many.
was abused then.
Yeah. Well, the big reason is because I worked for this fire department, and I actually have ran a car accident. One of them was a car hit the back of a pickup truck with 7 kids in the back, and all of them were ejected, sent into the air. So I would never, after seeing that, I would never let one of my kids. Now, if it's on like we're out at the property, yeah, I jump in the back of the pickup truck and ride around out there. So, but we're talking about on a street because you pull up to a stop sign and some idiot don't brake and he hits you in the rear end and all those kids are back there. They're going into the air. They're going to be ejected. So.
William Sneed says, my brother pulled me in a wagon tied to the back of his car.
Yeah. Yeah. We didn't do that. But we had a tractor and we pulled it. We pulled the wagon with the tractor.
Man, we did that when I was in the Air Force.
Yep.
You wouldn't want to know the stuff we did on the farm.
Let me tell you another thing we used to do. Well, you know how you have the disc when you disking up to start the garden, you're turning the soil over? You know, I've stood on the back of the disc when they were running. My dad driving the tractor.
Oh, that's
for the weight. Yeah,
to add weight for the extra weight. So if my leg was to slip through, I wouldn't have a leg. The disc would have took it off. So Perry, Florida is where the
Perry, Florida.
Perry, Florida.
Everybody jumping on Google Maps now. Perry, CERRY. So can we park our campers down there January, February, and March?
Yeah.
I'm looking for a friend.
Yeah.
No.
No? Damn.
No.
No, but Russ has got 60 acres you could use.
They'll never find you.
Yeah, but this has a shower house and everything on it.
Oh, that's got to be quite a haul for you. That's way north.
Yeah, it's about a 4-hour drive, I believe it is.
Yeah, holy crap.
Actually,
you can
I'm
go on
looking it up.
YouTube. You can go on YouTube. I watched thousands of videos where they took cargo trailers and made campers out of them because they'll last 4 times longer than if you buy a camper.
Yeah,
They
it's
said
about
they last
a
forever.
4-hour drive. Let me here, I'll share a screen. It's not in Perry. Perry is the closest town.
Yeah.
It is more like share
I
screen.
could maybe beat you down there from Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's actually close. I live down in this area down in here. Actually,
Yeah, that's a haul.
Yep, actually Mulberry, Florida's right here. So, but Perry's the closest town. Let me look at this real quick. It's more like over in this area over here, closer to the water.
Oh.
Perry's. I think it's like I think it takes you like 30 or 45 minutes to get to Perry from where we're at. So it's over in this area. It's actually all this area up here is Big Hen, Hickory Mountain. All this area up through in here is logging country. When I say logging country, they go in and they're
destroy the environment.
Well, no, they wood mills own all that property through there, and what they do is they plant trees. And they have different sections. In other words, they come in when this section's harvest. They got next year they'll harvest another, and they replant. You know what I'm saying? For the wood,
They rotate.
And so what they do is they lease the land, the parts that they're growing the trees. In other words, they lease that land to hunt on for hunting, and that's what it is. We're leasing actually the logging property. I mean, there's roads through that cut through, but it's like woods of trees growing, but they're all planted trees. They're all in a row all through there. But there's plenty of deer and hog and all turkey, you name it. There's all kinds of stuff up there.
Let me get this straight. You're in Florida. You're parking your camper in an area where people are hunting. It's Florida.
Now, whoa. You see, you didn't listen, Donald. What did I say?
Imagine that.
No, you didn't listen.
That's
You
what I
did
said.
not listen
Imagine
to
me
me.
not listening.
Yeah. I said they own 3 acres of property away from where they hunt.
Oh, okay.
That's where the RVs are planted at the 3 acres that they own. Then they get in their trucks or their mules, my cow, and they drive over to the hunting property and go hunting.
And the bullets won't cross
No,
that edge where the 3 acres start. They
force
hit the
field.
invisible wall.
I would
pre-programmed.
say that the possibility of that happening are like winning the lottery. It's far enough away. It's not like it's 100 foot away, Paul. It's more like about 3 or 4 miles
I
away.
was just picking.
So if you get a bullet to travel 3 or 4 miles and be able to hit somebody, good luck. So yes, it's not backed up right up next to the hunting camp. It's like 3 or 4 miles away. It's far enough that we can. It's far enough that you can get on an ATV and drive over there, but you wouldn't walk.
But Russ said this is not CSI. There ain't a bullet going.
I don't know of a bullet that'll go past 3 or 4 miles.
I gotta run.
Or the
Russ.
military can hit a quarter at 2 miles.
See you next week.
All right, you out of here?
Yeah.
Later
Have a
on,
good
Paul. Have a good
Good
one.
night. Yeah, it's far enough away. I'm not worried about that. So, and it's not a 50. Most people don't go hunting with a 50 caliber. They go hunting with a small small rifle.
30-06.
Yeah,
You guys must have hunting season just like we have.
yeah. It's in
This
the
time of
winter
year.
time.
Mhm.
And the thing about it is, yeah, you can't go on that property unless you are a member of. Now, during the off hunting season, we can go up there and ride around. But when it's hunting season, you can't be on that property unless you pay. I think it's $1,500 a year to hunt there.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hunting ain't cheap no more.
No, it was $1,500 a year for the hunting season. Now you have access to it all year long, but only the people that are in the hunting club can act. Like when I go up there and like, let's say we go up there in September to visit, we can't go in there because I'm not paying $1,500. I'm not hunting. But there are back where it's at is in a wooded area, period. So there's backwoods and trails and other things that are not on their hunting site so to speak, that we can go ride around on. So they actually have a lake that's close enough to his property that we could ride the mule over to the lake and go fishing if we wanted to fish off the bank.
I think ought to haul a boat. So
It'll pull. Yeah, I could pull a small boat. It'll pull 1,500 pounds. I wouldn't pull. I don't think I would get a small boat. I think I'd get a canoe. Just paddle around.
Fun. Have you seen them people fishing on them kayaks and stuff? Down 20 miles out in the ocean. Nope.
Yeah. So, but their hunting club, they lease 640 acres. I think it is that they go hunting on, and you can hunt anywhere. And they. My son-in-law runs dogs. He has hunting dogs. So what they do is they go out in the morning before daylight, and they go riding around, and they're looking for deer tracks. And they take flashlights and ride around looking for deer tracks that cross the road or whatever. And and if they find deer tracks, they mark that spot like on their GPS. And then they go back at daylight with the dogs and put them on the tracks and let them run, chase the deer down. So and the dogs chase the deer out to them, and they're waiting for them. I said that's not fair. They
can't do that up here, but they do chase bear that way up here. They hunt bear that way.
So it's bears. Like the pack of dogs chase the deer to you. So that's really not fair.
We actually have a season for running deer with dogs.
Yeah,
you can't do it any other time other than that.
Well, they're allowed to. It's a season up there, but the season is like the first week or two up there is like bow season.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go hunting early with a bow, crossbow, or a regular bow. Yeah, and then they turn it over to the hunt. But they can run dogs all the time during hunting season. It's not a time set that they can only run dogs and want to do this. They can run dogs anytime.
See, I never heard of that. That's strange. Running dogs, running deer. It's bear up here.
Mm-hmm.
Can't
they do it. They run the dog, and they're good. Let me tell you, them dogs. They go. You can hear them coming through the woods. You can hear them. Burr, burr.
A lot of people, and my father was one that would not do that. Not that he thought there was really anything wrong with it, but to him, if you killed an animal that had its adrenaline going and it was running, it made the meat tougher.
Yeah, I've heard of that it does, because it's scaring the hell out of the deer. Yep, and his testosterone is all through the meat. So that's the reason.
Adrenaline and all that good stuff.
That's the reason my father, whenever he would, before, like so many months before he was going to slaughter the pig, he would castrate them, so that whenever he got ready to start, they didn't have the testosterone that they would have normally had.
Which I always found that Daddy used to get mad with me because I'd ask him, I said, "You're against running the deer with the dogs and all that because of that, but you shoot a deer and then it runs. and you gonna chase them down.
Yeah.
Difference.
Well, I just think it's unfair that you turn a pack of dogs, 6 or 8 dogs loose on a poor little one deer, and they chase his butt to you. That's not fair. Why don't you go out in the woods and walk around and hunt for his butt?
I agree with you, but then again, he's my daddy, and I'm going to be a smart butt. So.
Yeah.
Or was my daddy.
Yeah. Yep.
I reckon he still is. He's just not here anymore.
All right, guys. We are
Winding down.
Yep. Winding down for the night. Don't forget to send your pictures in for the 25th. Next week we'll have John Moore on and talk to him. He is our guest, and then the 18th, and then the 25th will be the actually, who was that? We get on Zoom, then StreamYard used to. No, actually, Zoom or StreamYard will not multiply. Will not. Excuse me. Zoom or Restream, StreamYard will not go across multiple platforms. You have to do Restream on top of it.
Oh, really? You got 3 things you're doing?
It's 2. It's StreamYard and Restream. StreamYard sends it to Restream, and Restream sends it to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch simultaneously.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know what I'm talking about then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never mind me, guys.
I use StreamYard to set up the show and have the panel members on, and then StreamYard will only send it to one place, period, YouTube. And so Restream is the one that will pick it up and send it to Twitch. Actually, it'll do according to how much you pay. I only pay like $20 a month for Restream to go to 3. It'll do up to 6, but you have to pay like $30 a month. I can have it send it to the other, like Venmo, or there's other places you could have it send it to. But
do you have to pay to stream with StreamYard?
No, but you can only have like 3 people, 3 or something. There's a limit to how many people. I pay because I want to have 10 people on. I think the basic, no, I take that back. I think the basic is 5 people. And then if you want to have the 10, you have to pay. But StreamYard's actually cheaper. StreamYard's only like $15 a month. But between the 2, you're looking at 20 and 15. What are you looking at? 35? Yeah, $35 a month I pay to do this out of my pocket.
And get 5 cents back from YouTube, if you're lucky, in a lifetime.
Brian Warner says, I still haven't figured out how to join in. The only time I ever did it was here. Yeah. Yeah, don't forget the thumbs up. But yeah, it costs you like $35 a month to be able to do what I'm doing. Yep. So $35 a month, and whether I do a show or not. So if I missed 2 shows, so I didn't even. So it's regardless. It's $35 a month. But I was using Zoom, but I didn't like Zoom that much. I didn't really care for it as much as I liked StreamYard. So, and we started off with StreamYard, but StreamYard would only do. You remember when we had the problem with only 5 people? Some people couldn't be on.
Yeah.
We had to take turns. And then enough people complained to StreamYard that they opened it up to 10 people, but they charge you. The 5 is free. Like, for instance, when Brenda does her show with Matt, she does the free one. When they had their show because there was only 2 people. And plus, if you don't pay, they put their StreamYard logo on your screen, so everybody sees it at StreamYard. That's the free version. But if you want to have, which I wanted to have 10 people, you have to pay the $20 a month, which is worth it. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It's worth it.
If I'm using,
but I also
I got no problem with them putting a little thing. up
Yeah.
there.
Well, the free version is perfect. Yeah, you could use the free version. That'd be perfect. But I wanted to be able to transfer it between Twitch, and because I have Twitch and a YouTube and Facebook, so I wanted to be able to transfer it to all three accounts at one time. And that's when so that's the reason I use StreamYard, so it'll broadcast it through all three simultaneously. That's the reason StreamYard or Restream, I take that back. That's the reason Restream does the chat, so I can see every chat. I can see Facebook, I can see Twitch, and I can see YouTube chat above me. So that's the reason I keep looking up. I've got a TV, a monitor up here with all three chats on at one time. Which that's another nice thing, that I don't have to look at three different computers to see the chat. I can see all three of them in one place.
You're back in the shop, right?
Me?
Yeah.
No,
Or
I'm
you
in my
the
house.
Oh,
I'm in the
okay.
green screen room. Yeah.
It's supposed to get really hot down there. I know it's getting up to 90 degrees here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I have AC in the shop too, so it doesn't
Texas
matter.
is really getting hot right now.
I've been running the heck out of the dehumidifier lately because the humidity's been so bad down here.
I wouldn't be able to handle that humidity. That drives me
Yeah,
crazy.
it's
I
this
know.
humidity is running like 78. I don't know how they say it, but it's like 78% or whatever. Yeah, it's ask Chris. It's muggy outside, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
You can walk outside and stand there for 10 to 15 minutes and not do anything. And I'm talking about at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
And not do anything and start sweating. So
Same
We
thing in
don't
North
get that
Carolina.
up here until probably the end of this month, maybe, Dixon,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
where it gets bad like that. Yeah.
I can't stand that. I went
yeah,
down to
Brian
Texas
Warner
years
says that
ago
they
to
have an
go.
index of 110 today.
Wow,
Yeah.
Brian, geez, that's awful.
Yeah, 80. He's got 82% humidity there. Wow.
Yeah.
We had 78. Well, I said 78. When it's raining, it's 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's what Florida is, a swamp. Basically,
Yeah.
that's what it is. You're going to have a lot of humidity.
Yeah.
A lot of humidity, a lot of
Dan
gators.
Inge said it was 106 degrees yesterday in Sacramento, California.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're drying up.
82% humidity, Brian Warner, and it says an 83 degrees. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they call oppressive. It's hot. It's so muggy, or the humidity so thick outside you can cut it with a knife.
You know, though, to think that in Sacramento it was 106 degrees, the way the climate is just changing, man, for our grandkids.
Yeah.
You know, where's stuff going to be grown at and who's going to have water. I mean,
Mhm.
Dixon and I don't have a problem with water, but God, you know, you got to grow crops and things. It's just going to be nuts.
Brian Warner saying Louisiana ain't no desert. No, you're right, bro. Louisiana is very, very wet, very wet. Yep,
But do they
are
have
very
gators
wet.
in the sky?
Yeah. Florida gators, that is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, all right. Like I said, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be feeling better. A sinus infection, I hate those. They just make you feel like, I tell you what, to me, they're as bad. I had COVID, and a sinus infection is as bad as COVID to me. I mean, I didn't have the COVID that was so bad that I was dying, or I didn't have any aches and pain. Yeah, I didn't have any aches. A lot of people said they had aches and pain. They hurt. I didn't hurt when I had my COVID. A lot of people said they had problems breathing. I didn't have problems breathing. And they had chills. I didn't have any chills or fever with my COVID. I just felt like I had a cold, a really bad cold for like 3 days, and no energy. I mean, I would get up and go to the bathroom and come back and lay down in bed because I was exhausted from going to the bathroom. So that now COVID did do that. It exhausted my energy, quit. But the sinus infection basically does the same thing, just not on the same level. You go outside. When I was feeling a little bit better, I would go outside and do a few things like water the plants and come back in and have to go lay down. I was just exhausted. So it does zap your energy too. It's a dry heat.
Not tonight.
Yeah.
There's a lot of truth to that. When
Yeah,
in the summer, I went to Texas and it was 112 and they were worried about me because I was golfing on 3 different golf courses and I loved it because it was dry. And it says, I'm
Yeah,
fine.
it
I
is
drank
better.
ice water, but did that feel good on my bones? It bakes in your bones. It felt so good.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
in Las Vegas
There's a
once for work, and we were on that corner that MGM Grand and New York and stuff is. And my
Yep.
wife was standing there. She went on the business trip with me, and when somebody would turn the corner, it was 110 degrees. Somebody would turn the corner at that stoplight, and their tires would dig into the asphalt because the asphalt was melting.
Yeah.
And you know, to us, because we're used to that really super crappy humidity from Lake Michigan, it didn't even feel that bad. You know, it was hot,
Yeah.
yeah, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
I've been to Vegas 3 times. Yeah, 3 times. And it's hot, but you're right. You don't. Somebody said you don't sweat like you do here. No,
Right.
because
Yeah.
there's
Right.
no humidity. It's like almost
Right.
zero. I've had 2 people that I know personally that had to move to Vegas or move to Nevada because of their breathing problems.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yep.
And they can live out there and function out there, and they couldn't here because of the humidity. But what I found out, what I did was, a friend of mine told me to do this the first time that I went out there. He says, what you want to do is, if you don't take it with you, when you get there, go and buy nasal spray, your regular bottle of nasal spray. Take it back to your room, pull the cap off, pour the nasal spray out, and fill it full of water and put it in your pocket when you're walking around, because I'm used to the humidity. So the dryness of the Vegas will dry out my nostrils, and actually I had a nosebleed from it being so dry. You take that little nasal bottle and spray water up in your nose to, give you some humidity in your nose, and you won't have any problems. Actually, it worked perfectly. Or you just take a bottle with you in your luggage that you can spray water up your nose. But he told me, because if you carry that little bottle and you start feeling, your nose dry out, just spray some water up in your nose and you'll be fine. And I did that. So all 3 times when I was there. So.
Yep.
Somebody said, Brian Warner says he has to do that with oxygen. What do you mean? Add humidity to the oxygen?
Mm-hmm.
I'm having issue now with breathing. Or you just having to use oxygen because of the humidity. Is that what you're saying, Brian?
No, that actually oxygen will dry it out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the reason they put the humidity bottles in the hospitals, is for it to run through for the oxygen to put humidity. Yes. Okay. Yeah, they have to do that. You add humidity to it. If you're on oxygen a lot, you have to have humidity added to it. Otherwise, it'll dry out your sinuses.
We're at the point here where I live at is where I don't have to put water in my CPAP machine anymore.
Yeah.
It's just not that dry.
Yeah, see, in the winter, because of our furnace running steady, we have to spray water in the air. We have to get some moisture.
All the time.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's not dry. I got a thing that sprays it cold.
Actually,
water.
when I went to Pennsylvania and visited a friend, they had a humidifier in the wintertime. They had a humidifier in their house to keep moisture in the air.
Yep.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself, what are y'all doing with a dehumidifier in the wintertime? And they're saying it's not a dehumidifier, it's a humidifier. It's putting moisture in the air. Yeah.
Yep.
They're up there putting moisture in the air, and we're down here taking it out. Brian Warner says he has COPD aggravated by COVID and the humidity.
Yeah.
He has a full-blown ventilator. I feel sorry for you, Brian. I know some people that had COPD. I feel very sorry for you. That's not fun stuff. Trust me, I know. All right, guys.
Yep.
Well, I appreciate everybody out there. Thank y'all all for watching. Had a good time tonight. I appreciate it. We will be back next week with Bill or John Moore, and he will be our guest. And then the following week we'll do the drawing. So I appreciate it. Good night, everybody. Brian Warner, Michelle Marcoux, Bill. All y'all that are out there, Aussie man, yes, all y'all are out there. I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you very much. What are you laughing at?
That
I'm laughing
goofy.
at Ozzy. He says,
That goofy
take a
awesome, man.
mouthful of water and cough with your mouth shut. That'll lubricate your nose.
What an idiot.
God.
Yes.
I see that. I thought that reminds me when you were a kid, you accidentally cough and the soda goes up through your nose.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
milk.
Or somebody makes you laugh and the
Yeah.
soda comes out your nostrils. Yeah.
Ain't got
And
nothing
That
to do with being a
burns too,
kid.
especially if it's Coca-Cola. It burns.
Oh, yeah. That'll clean her out quick.
All right. Thank y'all all for watching. Thank you, Dixon and Donald and Jim and Chris, and thank you to Paul. Appreciate y'all being here. Listen, if you're too darn busy to get out in your shop and make some sawdust, you're either too lazy or you just get out in your shop and make some sawdust. Yeah, you're lazy or you're too darn busy. Don't be that lazy. Get out there and make it. Now, I won't be making sawdust in the wood shop. I'll be making sawdust remodeling, turning a car trailer into a camper. So that's going to be my woodworking here for the next few weeks. So let's go ahead and say goodnight. Just give me sawdust, lots of sawdust all around me and everywhere. I like it flying all around my shop and even in my beard and hair. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. And God bless.
Remember, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Nope. You got to leave. The night's over and the lights